Alrighty, we are here backstage at the Vans Warped Tour, which is pretty awesome in itself, but great company always makes the day go faster. We have Matt here from Major League. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Alright, so we're here and we were just talking about sort of the length of Warped Tour and how it can be a little bit tough. What would you say is the toughest part of touring this often?
It's really hard to try and get sleep.
Yeah.
Especially this is our first time doing it in a bandwagon, and it literally feels like you're driving in a box truck, like in the back of it. So the only time to sleep is when our driver is on the road and any potholes or just a bumping. It's kind of crazy. So you wake up exhausted and then you just kind of find a way to fight through it for the rest of the day and then do it all over again for 50 days.
Wow. And then so that's another thing that I kind of want to touch on. Not everyone is sort of here to see your specific band or your specific act. How are you able to keep people interested or keep people at the stage, past your set or, sort of to stay for your set?
Well, I mean, we came into the tour with the thought of no one knows who the hell we are. I mean, there's so many bands, there's so many different types of music that's going around that I think anyone should go into this tour thinking I want to make as many fans as I possibly can, because I would say not even 10% would know who the hell we are or even have heard of us. So, we try and keep our sets fun. We try and, get people jumping up and down, clapping their hands, running around in a circle, acting like idiots, even if you don't know the songs, you can still have fun or a set.
Very true. So what do you think will be the first thing that you'll do when you get off this tour, sort of as the liberation?
First thing I'll do is take a shower, in my shower, and I'll probably stand in there for 45 minutes until the hot water just runs out. Then I'll probably chill with my dog and take a nap in my bed, depending on what time I come home, either take a nap in my bed or just go right to bed. And the first week I'll probably do nothing at all.
Nice. That sounds perfect to me. What type of dog do you have?
I have an Australian Shepherd.
I have an Australian Labradoodle. Yeah. They're the best.
She's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
And who's she staying with now?
My parents.
Nice.
I'm still living with my parents. Yep, 25. You heard that right. Touring musician with his parents.
That's well, you know what? No shame in that. You sound like this is going to be a fun summer. It'll get you out of the house.
Exactly.
So have you guys been writing a lot on the road, or has it sort of been tough?
We planned on writing on the road, but we've been writing for the past couple months, before we left for tour. We just haven't really found the time. Plus, we're also sharing a bandwagon with Have Mercy, so we have a lot of people in our wagon because they have friends coming out, we have friends coming out, and I think we're so scrambled up throughout the day. When's our set time? When we get lunch? When we get dinner? The only downtime is really at night, and everyone's out at night hanging out, partying. So we're like, well, you don't want to miss out on that. So we're playing cornhole or can jam or whatever. So we haven't found the time to record anything, but I mean, we still have a guitar and write, just try and remember it.
Nice. Now, sort of collaboration, you touched upon it, not exactly, but a lot of musical minds in one band must be kind of cool. If you could collaborate with one person, who would you say?
With one person on the tour?
Oh, no, not necessarily on the tour, just in general.
All right, I'm gonna give you two bands. I'm gonna say one, I would love to collaborate with Paris, because they're incredible. Lynn is probably one of the best singers I've ever heard in my entire life, and they are all the nicest people, some of our closest friends. And I think it'd be neat to have a Paris twist with the Major League rock feel. And then second band, I would probably say Beartooth, because they are also some of the nicest people and some of our closest friends, and they are, I would like to think, one of the heaviest bands on this tour, and we all love heavier music. So, and Caleb's a genius writing, so I think I would love to do something with Caleb.
Solid choices. And then so, who has your ear right now? I bet you have a little bit of time on the bus to listen to new music. Who are you listening to?
I literally haven't listened to anything because I've been getting it sucks because so many people have albums coming out. Man Overboard has a new record. Senses Fail has a new record, and I want to listen to it, but there's literally no place to listen to it. Like, we don't have a CD player in the bandwagon. It's just like an auxiliary cord, and then no one has like a CD input for their, like, in their MacBooks anymore. And so we haven't really been listening to music, but I would say, like, before the tour, what I was listening to a lot was the new Manchester Orchestra, or not Manchester, Mumford & Sons. New Manchester Orchestra is great too, but not really new. But the new Mumford & Sons record is one of my favorite, and the new Super Heaven record. Will Yip, the guy who did our record, produced that, and it sounds massive. Like, you know, everything about that I love about that record.
Now, were you a big fan of Mumford before the switch to rock, or was this sort of a new?
Not so much. Like, I mean, a couple songs like I could jam to, but Kyle and Brian were the ones who were like really into like Mumford, and then they put out this record. I'm like, oh, they kind of got rid of that like twangy, you know, banjo, and which I love the banjo, but you know,
After a while,
I'm like, okay, I can't really like jam out to this, but like this record is just like, it kind of feels like a Kings of Leon record, and I love Kings of Leon. We all do.
That's very true. And then, so this will be my last question. Did you go to Warped as a kid, and what bands did you look forward to see then?
Yeah, we all went to Warped. We went and we saw, you know, Census Fail, who was on this year's Warped Tour, and now some of our closest friends. And you know, I remember seeing 4 Years Strong, and I think they're actually playing soon, or now. Hope not now. And you know, pretty much like any one of our friends that were able to be on it was why we came out to see them. Like Handguns, Real Friends were on last year, Mayday Parade, Saves the Day was on last year, Let Live, The Ghost Inside, you know, there's way too many to even...
No, don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.